Hello and welcome to episode 96 of Movies and Us. I'm your host, Marcus.
And I'm TJ.
And this is the movie review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning sometimes. And today we are reviewing the 2014 release of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I hate this movie. This movie has a runtime of 136 minutes. That's 2 hours and 16 long minutes. It was released on March 13th, 2014 in El Capitan Theater. Or is that posted in Mexico? Where the hell's that at?
What?
El Capitan in Hollywood. Okay. It was released April 4th, 2014 throughout the United States. Worldwide, I have no idea. You guys can Google that for all I care. This movie was directed by the Russo brothers, Anthony and Joseph. Screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. Produced by Kevin Feige, starring a slew of names: Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Colby Smulders. Should I do it as Chris Evans as Captain America?
I never do it, but you always do it. That's your
I do, don't I? I'm not doing that. Colby Smulders, Frank Grillo, Emily Van Camp, Haley Atwell, Toby Jones, Jenny Agutter, Robert Redford, Samuel Jackson, and who else, TJ?
Maximiliano Hernandez, Gary Shandling, George St. Pierce, Callan Mulvey, Shinhan Allendale, and Bernard White, Danny Pudi, I don't know how you say that one. Ed Brubaker.
You forgot DC Pearson. He's right after Danny Pudi.
No, I guess I did.
Yeah.
Ed Brubaker, who wrote the comic version of the Winter Soldier storyline. Ned Gary Sinise Stanley.
Who?
I'm some dead old guy. Joe Russo's makes a cameo. Christopher Marcus, Stephen McFeely also make cameos. And then Thomas Kretchen, Henry Goodman, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Elizabeth Olsen also appear. That's the credits.
You know, it's funny how people could get angry at you for saying some dead old man, but you said nothing but facts, so they can't get angry at any of that. He's not some dead old... I mean, I guess you're right, but hey, man. Anyways, the movie's budget was estimated to be around $177 million. In the box office, somehow, this movie made $714.4 million. Wow. That places it in the top 10. Wowzers, wickachowzers. Let's do 10 through 5, because I'm going to keep the 5 through 10. Or 10 through 6, I guess, right? That's at number 10, at $677 million. Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, that was the space movie that I never saw.
It's beautiful looking. But it's Christopher Nolan, so, you know.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. At number 9...
His movies are always pretty, but there's never any substance.
No. They think they have substance. They're always... I think why they think they have substance, because they always deal with time and time manipulation. It's like, smart people think this shit's like, yeah, okay, Christopher Nolan. But the characters are not deep at all. He's not good. At number 9, with $708 million, a movie we'll be reviewing in the upcoming weeks, The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I never heard of it.
Same, I don't know. Spiders that are amazing. I don't know. This just sounds weird to me. Anyways.
Is that the one where they jump through different parallel dimensions and stuff?
Ah, no, it's probably lame.
Okay.
Don't get me started, TJ. At number 8, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes made $710 million.
That's the new series of Planet of the Apes, right?
Yes, it's the... I'm looking at the movie poster, so I'm going to say it's the second in the series.
Yeah.
I like the original. I like the new ones. They're all fun. They're all good.
We've talked about this before. The Planet
I know.
Stuff. Like I've seen all the originals, but I've never seen any of the new stuff.
The new stuff's good. They get better and progressively better and better visually. Story-wise, they get better and better, I guess. They're not campy like the old ones, but it's a fun series, both old and new, so we're not going to review them, but they're fun. Number 7 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier with $714 million. And with $746 million ending off the box office this week at number 6 is X-Men: Days of Future Past. Yeah. I don't want to talk about those movies because you never review them.
So we're going to go into depth into those movies, so it's just no point in saying anything.
Progressively, as the box office goes further and further, closer to our timeline, it's going to be top 10 of superhero movies. And we're like, well, yeah, we're going to review that later, I guess.
Yeah. So, anyway.
So that's that, I guess. You have anything we'll talk about behind the scenes?
There's not really much to talk behind the scenes at all, really. They won a couple of awards.
That's not a like lackluster. What kind of awards did they win? I mean, I see it, but what kind of awards would tell the audience that they won?
Well, they won a Golden Trailer Award for Best TV Action Spot.
Oh, I wonder how. We should have watched a trailer for this.
Then they also won the
Yeah,
Washington DC Film Critics Award, the Joe Barber Award for Best Betrayal of Washington DC. That's a very specific award, but okay.
It feels like a cynical award, doesn't it? Like, yeah, we show those politicians, right, guys?
I guess.
Very weird.
And they also won a People's Choice Award for Favorite Action Movie Actor in Chris Evans.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same behind-the-scenes garbage that they always talk about.
Well, the audiences come here to listen to that garbage. Like, what like, read a random thing for them.
Chris Evans trained in, what was it, jiu-jitsu or whatever, to learn, let's bring it up. He trained in parkour, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and karate and boxing to get him prepared for the role.
I mean,
So, there's a bunch of guys.
Captain America, fighting wise.
Yes.
Would he know those? I mean, I know in this universe, I guess, but like, he'd be more like a boxer, you think, right? Old brute, old-timey fight instead of new stuff?
No, I don't think so. I think because of the super serum serum, it enhances everything, and I assume that also enhances his ability to learn.
I'm not lacking the ability. I'm asking, like, do you think he would not like be willing to learn that kind of stuff? Like, he does adapt, I guess. So I guess he wouldn't mind learning that kind of shit. But I feel like he'd be like, more boxing's the way to get him down, boys.
Yeah, but like, he fights so many different kinds of villains, and I kind of always took it as anytime he comes across something new, he adapts and he learns that style too.
That's fair.
Like, he fights the Brazilian fighting style guy.
Batman?
No. In this movie, the
first,
what's his name? God damn it!
not Grillo's character, or the guy in the beginning.
The kicky guy in the beginning.
The kicky guy.
Yeah.
Kicking the kick face. I don't know.
I'm looking for it.
The guy, he roundhouse kicks into the ground, which is pretty.
Yes.
One of the few good things about this movie. I'll tell you one thing.
George St. Pierre plays George Bartrock.
That's original. Is that a character in the comics or just for the movies? Okay.
He's a mercenary and a master of French form of kickboxing known as savate.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got another fun fact for you about this movie. It's long. No, I'm kidding. Behind the scenes, I saw something else like why plots, casts. It's about Sebastian Stan and Chris Evans. They rang the opening bell to the New York Stock Exchange, I think it was.
And I skip over to market employees. I don't give a crap.
It's just like, who's that for though? Like, who's going to be like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah, they probably paid them a bunch of money to do it.
I would maybe I would think so, but it's just like, I don't know, who's that for, right? That's just weird to me.
A bunch of rich guys who would say, "Look, Captain America rang our bell."
But like, are you trying to sell them on seeing the movie? Like, is that
no, they probably paid for the appearance. They probably said, "Hey, Disney, can we have these guys here? We'll promote your movie."
Yeah, that would make sense. I assume
that's what I assumed that was. It's like, and it's not like Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan aren't under contract; they have to do spots.
No, I know they're under contract. As a marketing thing, like, or whatever reason they did it, like, the kids don't care about the New York Stock Exchange. I don't know.
Here's a simple solution to any of your questions, Mark. If it doesn't make sense, it's money.
So that's why this movie exists. As the viewers probably can tell, I hated this movie, and I guess TJ.
I'm just letting you get your shots in because you're wrong.
You can prove me wrong all you want.
You are so wrong.
I don't. This movie, man. This movie.
Going into this movie, this was my favorite MCU movie, and it did nothing to dissuade me this time around.
Going into this movie, I had like nostalgic memories of it, but coming out of it, and I told you off mic, I'll say it on mic. I came in grumpy and watched it at nighttime, and I saw the 2-hour runtime, so I was ready, just like, no. And I sat through this movie, it's like, God damn, this is the action is not good. The story is like just bloated. It could have been done. This could have been done in an hour 45. Hour 45. It no reason to be so long.
I'll give you that it's a little long, but that's just superhero movies at this time.
That's not an excuse. It's too long for people.
Every movie at this time is over 2 hours. It's the new norm.
Nope.
And
you're wrong. It shouldn't be the new norm.
And people want more of this stuff, so they sat through it and they like it. It is a little long, I will say that, but
It's too quippy at bits. It's like it's the beginning of the
too
quippiness.
quippy.
It's the beginning of the quippy bullshit.
This
Like,
movie had the
damn it.
perfect amount of comedy.
Nah. And then, like I
Yeah.
said, the cut scene, like the action is like so shaky cam and,
and
just
the
cut up.
action
It's
scenes
bad.
were perfectly fine. It's got some of the
Nope.
best action. Yes,
I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
there's like, it's not full of. I mean, it is full of it, but like, it's not as in your face as all the other.
Oh my god!
Later,
There's like a 5-minute car chase. Like, get to the point.
The point.
God.
There is a point behind it.
Oh my! See, I don't. No, no, not at all.
Yes.
Before we continue, do you want to talk about anything else about behind the scenes wise?
No.
You have any trailers? Trailer time.
Yeah, I do got a few trailers.
I hate this movie.
I got a trailer for the entire Phase 1 of the MCU.
Oh well, I guess we're done phase 1, right? So yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
We have the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I got a trailer for.
Oh god, gross.
And Guardians of the Galaxy I got a trailer for.
Really? I mean, okay, it makes sense, I guess, because yeah, it makes sense. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay.
As far as trailers go.
You have anything else we'll talk about before we get into this?
Yeah, I read the comics.
Okay.
And I wasn't impressed.
Why?
Like, it was mostly just, Captain America being upset that, hey, look, Bucky might be an assassin. And there was a bunch of backstory. And they were fighting some business guy who was ex-Russian or something.
Okay.
And, like, he's got some kind of cosmic cube that controls people or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I guess he came in possession of the Winter Soldier program because the Russians kind of just put it in a warehouse.
Yeah.
So he's got it and he's using it to like get into Captain America's head, and it's solved when it's 6 issues and they don't even really get into a fight until like the last issue.
Well, the fight shouldn't be about fights. It should be like, characters
but,
and
like, they don't
dialogue
even-
and stuff.
But it's like they're spinning their wheels for like 5 issues, and it's just like, okay,
I'll give you that. 5 issues does sound like a lot, but I think I would have liked to see more Bucky and Cap dilemma in this movie.
But it's just pretty much Cap being sad, and then Agent 13, who is Sharon Carter.
Yeah.
She plays a bigger part in Captain America at this point, so she's like his partner almost.
Okay.
And she's like telling him, you gotta like kill him because her boyfriend or something died in an explosion that he killed, so you gotta kill him. It's not Bucky. And he's like, I'm not gonna kill him. And it's just like, and Nick Fury's like, yeah, we gotta take this guy down. And it's like,
Honestly, I don't mind seeing some of that.
and it had nothing to do with like Hydra or anything like that. I just think the movie version is better, honestly.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I can't say because I don't read the books, but
I don't normally say that, but I felt like the movie version of it, just combination of the Hydra twist and adding that to the Winter Soldier and like him still being under control of like the organization and stuff makes more sense,
Yeah.
rather than some random guy who's mad at Captain America from his childhood. I mean, granted, I'm reading it's like issue 6 through 14 or some shit like that.
Okay.
So I didn't read the first 6, so I don't have all the context, but it's only 6 issues. It's not like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not like I'm missing 500 issues of context. And then it's just even weirder because it's the storyline is like, it's 6 through like 9. It's the storyline. Then it goes to another issue, which is has nothing to do with the other things because it's a tie-in to an event that's happened in the Marvel universe called House of M, and then that gets resolved, and then we cut back over to it's like, what?
I don't like that.
So I don't know. I was not impressed by the comics.
That's fair, I guess.
So I just wanted to bring that up. I'm not going to be making comparisons because they kind of just took certain elements out of that storyline and put it in here. So
Yeah. Well,
I just wanted to bring it up because I read it.
they didn't do it justice. If there were any justice to be done to it.
You are ridiculously hard on this movie for a fantastic
Just
movie.
wait till we get into it, man. I have so much bullshit I want to say about this movie.
Yeah.
I do feel like some of it is bullshit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. It's all bullshit. I can tell right now. You're being ridiculously hard.
Nah.
It's you're like how you were. I was last week. You're being right now.
Last week. Well, what was that? I forgot about that. What was that?
Or I was going super hard on
Justice League War.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were ruthless for no reason. Like, at least I'm valid in the things I'm going to say in this movie, but
for being what, grumpy? That's your reason then?
at least I know that going in I was grumpy at the time. I still have some biases from last night, but we'll see. You have anything else for you to say for getting this trash movie?
No.
Okay. I am coming hard at it, aren't I?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I do apologize.
Because this movie is fantastic. It's more fantastic than the supposed fantastic movies.
That's funny. Oh, God, I don't know how to do this. So, yeah, let's get into it, guys. So, we fade out from black into the Marvel flip. I'm kidding. We're not doing that anymore. We did get a Marvel flip, don't we?
You know, a very generic Marvel flip.
Yeah. And we just get right into it. Captain's doing his morning run. And I'm only saying this part because he meets his future counterpart, Sam Wilson?
Yes,
Yes.
Falcon.
AKA the Falcon, yeah. And he's a former, I guess I'll get it out the way. He's a former Air Force dude, right? What's his thing?
Parachuter. Para something. I don't remember what his exact word was for it, but it's a para something, because he's not a pilot.
No.
Para rescue man, apparently.
Yeah.
Trained by the military in aerial combat.
Yes. He's a veteran now. He's kind of disabled, right? But not disabled in the sense of being like broken down physically, but like
it's more mental.
Yeah, I don't want to say. Yeah, because I don't want to say he has PTSD or anything like that. But he's got like.
Well, he alludes that he had it at one point, and now he's helping other people overcoming it.
Yeah, and he fights. Him and Sam and Cap kind of bond over being veterans and just adjusting to the real world.
Yeah, and I like the first line in this is "on your left."
Yeah, which is a running theme throughout this movie.
Right, and that I like the bookend.
Yes. Of
the movie with that one line. So
I'll give it that. I did enjoy that too.
So and Chris Evans and Anthony Mackie do have chemistry right from the start. Too,
I didn't see it at all, but
how do you not see it?
Okay, hold on, let me stop. I love this movie, DJ. This movie is great. I just could not keep that straight up any longer. This movie is too goddamn good. I just didn't want to have two guys fanboying over this movie the whole time.
I suspect it. I suspect it.
Of course.
But you were coming at it really, really hard. That's why I was like catching on to it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna come that hard on early. This movie's so goddamn good, TJ.
I know it is.
The acting, the chemistry, the direction. My gripes are some of the fight scenes are kind of not that long, but it's kind of like too shaky cam. The length didn't bother me, shockingly. It's 2 hours 14 minutes. Could have been longer. I could have had more of this movie. It's so goddamn good.
Like I said, it's a little long, but it works.
Yes. And like you said, the quippiness wasn't bad. It was like a good mixture of it. I wouldn't have minded the quippiness being toned down just a little overall. But no, this movie, phenomenal.
No, it still holds up. Like I watched from beginning to the end, I was in for the ride.
Like this, I haven't seen any Phase 2 shit, but this is what the movie should still be like. This is good.
Wait, you haven't seen any Phase 2 what?
Movies. Or not Phase 2, any of the newest Phase after after Endgame.
It's hit and miss.
Yeah, because I figured they got too jokey and self-referential. Like this is like serious enough. It's good. This is good. It's good.
I know what it is.
And it may be this may be like superhero movies again. Like, this is why they were pretty good for a while. Man. What happened with them?
I was prepared to fight you on it the entire way.
Nah,
really was.
There's
because
I know
I know why this was my favorite movie in this MCU.
Yeah. I came in like happy to see it, and I left happy seeing it. Like that was totally worth my time. Didn't take a nap, didn't take any breaks. I was like, yes. So
I'm actually thinking about it. This might be my favorite superhero movie.
Yes. Live action wise, I was looking at work. Like this is probably the best live action superhero movie we've probably seen to date.
Yeah, it's hard,
right?
Like, there's a few good ones.
Yeah. Like I will spoil this right now. And my notes are right down 9 out of 10. Like think I'm gonna lower it later. I was thinking all day. Like, are there any other 9 out of 10 live action movies coming out? I don't think so.
There's maybe one that I can think off the top of my head.
What? Like Affinity?
It stars Hugh Jackman.
Oh well, I remember liking that one, but not loving that one. Like it's good, but I don't remember like being like 10 or 9.
Not the one. Not this one. We're coming up to.
No, I'm Logan, right?
Yeah.
But besides that, this is the fucking best, man. It's so good.
This is like. Like I was in when I saw First Avenger.
Yeah.
But I think this really established Captain America as one of my favorite superheroes.
Easily, this revitalized me. This movie made me want to be a superhero. Like, yeah, give me something to wear, guys. I want to throw something and kick some people's asses. Oh, there's a lot of murder in this movie too, guys. There's a lot
Like this
of murder.
This
Yeah.
opening. Not only there's a lot of murder in this opening scene, but this is one of the best opening action scenes.
Yes. So yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. So after meeting Sam, Captain America's called on by we get who's in this movie? Black Widow's in this movie. She's like,
Yes,
hey Cap, we're going on a mission. And Nick Fury has sent them on a mission to the ocean to rescue some hostages from pirates. And so Captain and Black Widow and crew, what they call it, the Strike Force?
There's Shield Strike Force. I believe that's what they're called.
Which is like
there's also the Insight Team, which is the guys behind the project that they're doing.
Which team is this?
This is
Doesn't matter really, but
this is Shield's counterterrorism strike team. Like it's not like strike as in like the normal word. It's strike is a acronym.
Which I figured.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so these two main characters in the strike team go and kick some pirate ass and save the hostages. And they kick their asses, guys. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, we get Captain American villain, what did I say his name was? George Baltrock?
I think so. Something generic sounding.
He's a Captain America villain, essentially. He's actually the mentor of Gwenpool right now. So,
who?
Female version of Deadpool.
Gwenpool, you said?
Yes.
Just like, I feel like that's a common name, Gwen, in the Marvels in the universe.
Well, I think it is Gwen Stacy.
Oh, that makes sense. Like, there's more names than Gwen, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Gwenpool. I just know she's gotten big over the years.
Okay. Get it. But yeah, pirates' asses are kicked. I remember I saw this in the theater, seeing how how Captain America would throw the shield and just bounce off of people. I was like, ooh, and I still felt that. Like, God.
Like they really got the fighting for Captain America down in this movie. Like how effective a shield can be as a weapon.
Sorry, it will mess you up. This movie's PG-13, right?
Oh yeah.
It feels like if they added some blood to it, it could have easily been an R movie because they murder.
It's PG-13.
Okay, so
there's some dark themes in this. So.
Oh yeah. I guess why I didn't want to come at this as two guys gushing over this movie, but it's a good movie.
I mean, if it's it is what it is. I mean, we go into movies planning on shredding them as when we hate them, so why not?
Yeah, we deserve. We deserve this, you assholes. It's been a long time since we had a good.
Since we both enjoyed a movie this thoroughly.
Yes. God, it's so good, TJ. It holds up.
I know.
This is 10 years old, and it's still just wow.
This is one of the ones I was looking forward revisiting and talking about.
I was skeptical because I was like, I don't want to be hurt again. Like, I'm glad. So after the Captain America and the team destroy some pirates, they save some hostages. One of them is Sitwell, right?
Yes.
And some other people. He's kind of major in this movie, but he dies later. And Captain's kind of upset with Black Widow during this because she has a separate mission. Her mission is to get some intelligence off the ship because it's very important plot stuff for this movie.
Yeah, this is like building up a bunch of different things.
Yes, it builds up the MacGuffin that we're talking about, builds up the distrust Cap has for not just Black Widow, but for everyone else.
But for S.H.I.E.L.D. in general.
Yes. And how shady they are, or just government shit is what they do.
The only thing I will say is that Pierce, the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., was
Morgan, Robert Redford's character. Yeah,
Robert Redford. Yes. The only thing I'll say is that right from his first line, he's the villain.
I'll give that movie this. It does set up and still fall into a lot of Marvel pitch drop storytelling wise, like. Okay.
But to be fair, it's kind of hard to. It was kind of hard to call that. S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra now. So that
no. I'm not even saying the Hydra thing. I'm just saying, okay, evil bad corporate guy, evil bad corporate guy. So
we could tell that this guy is definitely going to be the bad guy. I just didn't know how they were going to do it.
No, the Hydra twist still is good. Like, damn, it still gets you, man.
Well, this is why I always say, you were like, ugh, Agent season 1 of Agent Shields is garbage. But when this movie came out,
Yeah.
that affected that show, and that show became really good because of that twist.
It's because it's this. Wow, man! Between New York and just a Hydra twist, the series really peaked early. I feel so. I think
I don't know. I mean, Infinity War and stuff. I think it paid off fine.
No, it did, but like I just think maybe because Infinity War was like a 2-part movie essentially, so okay, the snap happens. And it's a big thing that happens, of course, but the sequels come in and like I don't know. I felt like it's all going to end well for the most part, and it does. But
yeah, I mean, it does end for the most part, but we do lose 2 big characters. So
we do. But I just feel like if they didn't not spoil, but if they didn't like, here's just later movies coming up for the next 10 years, and we see Infinity War, like that kind of ruins it.
If they just told us Infinity War's coming and not told us about
Endgame, and we see how Infinity War ends, and like at the end of the credits, to be concluded or something.
Yeah,
the hype that would be like, oh, there's still more. That would have been great.
That would have been a better thing.
Well, that's just marketing. That's not the movie's fault, obviously.
No, that's obviously not.
No, it's just like them trying to get butts in seats.
Yeah, they wanted to they like to give us their whole phase to get people excited,
which is nice. I guess, but like, don't do that sometimes. That's just me being a dumb fanboy critic here. Anyways, pirates get killed, information's and destruction.
Not all the pirates get killed.
No,
I don't know if he ever comes back.
They show him in an interview later.
I'm talking about in
no. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Maybe as a background, like, oh, so and so, like, oh, okay, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see him when we least expect him. Maybe he's in Black Panther or something.
Probably. So yeah, now we're headed back to DC. And Chris, Captain America, is going to talk to Nick Fury. He's like, hey, Nick Fury, I wish you would be more truthful with me. And Nick Fury's like, man, I don't do that kind of shit yet. That's character development later in the movie. But Nick Fury's like, I'm going to show you something. And he shows Captain America these 3 big helicarriers.
This is Project Insight.
Yeah, it's Project Insight. And the whole thing is, I have it written down, unless you have a better way of saying this.
Well, it's essentially an AI algorithmic built into these giant weapons that once they feed the algorithm into a computer, they kill pretty much Democrats.
Well, no, I don't want to say the twist yet. The first half of the movie, they're set up as just like eye in the sky, big brother kind of thing. It's just going to monitor people, guys. It's safe. It's cool. And if there's a threat, it'll be neutralized. And of course, Captain America's not cool with that. But Nick Fury's like, what?
I said, no, I was just agreeing.
Okay, yeah. Captain America's not cool with that. Nick Fury's like, listen, bro, New York happened. Imagine worse. And so, yeah. But yeah, the twist is go Dems.
Essentially. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I mean, because they don't, they show like a minor, a little league baseball coach and, just people you would associate with that side of it is all.
That's fair. I didn't get that. I didn't pick up the left versus right thing, but yeah.
I'm not even saying left versus right. It's funny that it felt like that because that, the left is going to grow up to be the people that fight against Hydra,
I got a question. At the time of this movie, it's 2014, right? So I guess we're at 2013, 2012. What was the big political thing going on at the time in real world? Because it's obviously there's allegories of the Iraqi shit going on, etc. But was there else? Obama was in office, right?
Obama was in office.
Was this like a message of anything back then?
There was. There was something behind the scenes stuff that they said they were putting stuff into it because.
Oh, okay.
They were adding real. They added real time because the movie is. It's not just based on the Ed Brubaker comics.
No.
It's also based on films like 3 Days of the Condor.
Okay.
Let me find the quote.
So Nick Fury shows Steve the helicarriers. Steve's like, no, don't like that. This seems pretty oppressive and overreach of the government. Nick Fury's like, needs to be done. So we get, I mean, it's not important, but
okay. So
yeah,
like the things that they were taking into account during the period, like this was about the time about Edward Snowden's stuff.
Oh,
and the NSA leak.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
There was also the questioning about drone strikes.
Yeah.
And the preemptive strikes, and of course civil liberty stuff that was going on at the time.
Okay.
So yeah, there was a bunch of that stuff happening. So they wanted to put that stuff. There was also, allusions to Vietnam and Watergate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they also took influencers, as I said, from 3 Days to the Condor and other movies. The Parallax View, which I've never heard of,
Why does that sound familiar?
and Marathon Man.
Parallax. Marathon.
They're
Really?
all
Marathon Man? Really?
They're all conspiracy genre stuff.
On my list already. Okay. So yeah, we can see those influences definitely in this movie.
Yeah.
But we get a quick sequence after Steve leaves. He sees, is it Peggy Sue? Who is
Who?
one of the Sues he loves, right?
I don't know. I missed the whole sentence. What?
After Steve leaves Fury and discuss, he goes visit his old fling.
Oh, Peggy Carter.
Carter, that's it. Peggy Carter. And she's an old lady. She's like, I wish you had a life to live. Like, listen, bitch, I do have a life to live. This is not the time we lived. No. It's a heart-to-heart moment, I guess. It pays off later in the game.
Well, because he's like not taking advantage of the opportunities that he has, essentially.
Which are
Like, as far as in the love department, like that's what Black Widow's trying to do throughout the whole movie.
I guess a running gag. Black Widow keeps just listing off ladies that Steve could be dating or romantically involved with.
Yeah.
And we get to a museum. It has a Captain America exhibit, and I want to go there and visit this exhibit because it looks pretty wicked.
I don't think it exists.
I know, TJ, but like it looks authentic. Like, damn, I want to go here and just experience this. It's just exposition of Captain America and like how he became a thing, and we see Bucky, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, a mural to him at the very least.
A mural. They mentioned him a few times in some video clips.
Yes.
Bucky's only one of the team that died fighting for the place.
You know what? That's another thing I wanted to bring up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A big difference between the comics and the movies.
Yes.
Like Bucky Barnes was 4 years younger than Steve Rogers.
Okay.
He was recruited as a teenager into the army and put as Captain America's partner.
Yes.
So, and then he was killed along the way. Before 2000s, there were 2 rules in comics. Everyone could come back to life except for Bucky Barnes and Jason Todd, and then they both come back to life in the mid-2000s.
Why not Bucky Barnes though? Just because motivation for no.
Because Bucky Barnes was dead since 1950s.
Yeah, but just because he's been dead for so long doesn't mean he can't come back.
Well, that was just one of the things. People always use comic book characters never die except for Jason Todd and Bucky Barnes.
I know we talked about this before, but I think they should keep Alfred dead. I know they killed him off, or he's currently dead. I forget what the thing was, but that'd be a character I think should be like dead.
Bane had killed him off.
Yeah.
Within the last couple of years. They haven't brought him back yet. Well, they did, but they didn't. It was like illusion created by a devil or something.
Yeah.
So
I think that'd be a good character to keep dead.
Well, it just depends. Depends what you do with the stories.
Well, obviously,
but right now they're doing fine with it because it's character growth for all the characters, forcing Bruce to actually be the dad he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But this isn't Batman.
I was just gonna say that. I'm not trying to go that rabbit hole. We like this movie. So.
But I wasn't done.
What are we talking about?
Bucky Barnes.
Yeah, what about him?
How he was a teenager and stuff in the comics. But I like the movie versions better. How he's always been a friend to, because he like found them in the comics in like a training camp, but lifelong friends and stuff like that. The chemistry it's more believable here, honestly.
It does. It is.
So I found that I'm not really into the Captain America, at least that storyline comics, as much as I am into the movie.
The movies did things better. Nice.
So I mean, but that hasn't been true up to this point.
I know. It's just weird to me. It's just awesome.
So yeah.
Anyway, so we see Nick Fury. He has issues logging in to his stuff. So he goes to talk to Robert Redford. Robert Redford has a meeting with the council. They're called the Big Bad Council guys.
The Security Council.
Is that what they're called? I thought they were like World Watch or something.
No, the Security Council.
Gotcha. And Robert Redford and Nick Fury have their talk. I don't remember. Something's not important. It's important, but not like that important. And so Nick Fury goes on his way. It's a spat about something. Shit. What was it?
After Fury was talked to Captain America, he started having doubts about
That's
Project
what it was.
Insight.
Yes, that's what it was.
And so he goes to him to have him to delay it.
Yes, thank you. And Redford's like, maybe not, buddy, but we'll think about it.
Well, no, he says he does it. He will, and he does do it. But that's why everything else happens.
Yes, okay. And so as Fury goes to leave the building, he gets assaulted. A nice 5 minute car car chase sequence of him
this
being
is-
attacked in ambush.
This isn't your typical car chase.
No,
though.
it's it's got story to it. It's really good. It's good, guys. You think he's getting his ass
Well-
kicked, but he's like, no, I have the upper hand all
But
the time.
like it's even more surprising because he's just driving along and it's just not some random guys.
cops.
It's the cops.
Yes. But yeah, and so Nick Fury is trying to escape the cops, and he almost does, but there's a black hooded, cloaked character with a metal arm.
He was never cloaked.
You know what I meant. It's the Winter Soldier guys. Oh god, who's that? What?
He's got a really poor mask on.
Yes, yes.
That we can't tell based off half of his face is covered.
Yeah. The Winter Soldier stops Nick Fury. He's about to kill him, but Nick Fury just escapes just in time through the sewers with a magic lightsaber thing.
That whatever thing he used, he cut through concrete.
Yeah.
Like all the way down.
Like a lot of concrete.
There wasn't like a sewer grate there.
Nope. And it was quick too. So I don't know how that happened. So anyways, that happens. We're back at Steve Rogers'
Yes.
Yeah, Steve Rogers' house apartment. And it's at nighttime, and someone's here. It's Nick Fury. Should know where I live.
But like his neighbor is
What's her name?
Carter. What's Sharon Carter, and she's Agent 13 from the comics that I was talking about.
Yeah, he does not know she's an agent until like this reveal, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so Nick Fury is like, and code, help me, something's going on. Don't trust anyone at the Shield because we're tampered with. And Steve's like, got it, dude. Also, Nick Fury's like, take this MacGuffin. Please and thank you. It's a little USB drive with info from the thing in the beginning. Steve's like, okay, bet. Nick Fury gets shot in his stomach a few times by an assassin, Winter Soldier. Steve goes to chase him, can't find him, and Steve takes Nick Fury to the hospital where Nick Fury dies on the bed in front of Captain America and Black Widow. It's emotional. It's hard. Smolders.
Yeah, Maria Hill.
Wait, that's her character name?
Yes.
Maria Hill. It's sad, but it's
Or Marie Hill.
It's cinematic because they use a lot of cool camera tricks in this. It's good, guys. Watch the movie. It's really goddamn good. But Steve's in hot trouble because he was talking to Nick Fury last. So Robert Redford wants to talk to Steve. It's like, yo, bro, why was Nick Fury there? And Steve's like, I don't know. I gotta play dumb. And so, Robert Redford's like, I'm gonna stop whoever has stopped. Hold on, let me say this. Robert Redford is claiming that Nick Fury is rogue and bad and planting seeds of distrust in Captain America's head, but still blackmailing, or is it blackmailing?
No, he's just trying to convince him to be on his side.
Yeah, but like, what's the word when you like set up
Right.
someone? Like, I set you up for not doing it.
Frame.
He's framing Nick Fury for some bullshit, cloak and dagger shit. But he's also threatening, hey, Steve, if you don't tell me what's going on, I might have to kill you. So, tell me what's going on. And so, yeah. Steve goes to leave and is also ambushed by people in the elevator, the strike force.
Yeah, this might be the most iconic scene. This is the scene I remember the most.
Oh, God. Between this, the hell, everything in this movie, TJ, is like
I know.
so iconic and good.
But when you think of Captain America Winter Soldier, you think this elevator scene and him saying, does anyone want to get off before we do this?
Because he gets on the elevator first, they step on the floor, people get on. Next floor, more people get on. And everybody's getting on is always showing signs of some shit's about to go on in his elevator. And it's like he's picking up on all these clues. And it's like,
yeah, he can see the
sweat.
hands on their weapons.
Yeah.
And they're all nervous. And they know they're going up against Captain America. They know what's going on.
And the fact that he need like 20 guys to subdue Captain America in an elevator of all places. He's like, okay, we get to, like, it's so good.
And he's not even fazed by it.
No.
He's like...
And then the motherfucker, after knocks everybody out, has the nerve to jump out the elevator like 20 stories down and like crash on the ground and walk away.
And then steal a motorcycle and take down a airplane as he's escaping.
He really does do. Like, and you think it's outlandish us saying this, but watching it, you're like, I need more of this in my life. It's like pure 80s. That's the wise movie. It's like good 80s movie right here. So good, TJ. I know we're not supposed to go like beat by beat in this review, but God,
I know, but
damn it, man.
Some of these scenes are fantastic.
I want to watch it again later. It's such a good movie. This is a movie in our reviews I would willingly go back to and watch. Okay, so after that shenanigans happens, Steve goes back to the hospital. Oh, he hit the USB drive in the hospital vending machine. Buys some gum.
Yes.
So he goes back there to pick up that USB drive and street clothes, and it's not there. But who has it? Black Widow. She's like, yo, bro, you can trust me. He's like, okay, I'll trust you. Let's go to Apple Store and look up this in this USB drive. And they go to US Apple Store, product placement, and they see what's in this USB drive. They gotta go to New Jersey because, rabbit clues and all that shit. They go to
New Jersey is actually a big deal because this is the place he trained from the first movie.
The what?
This is the place where he trained to be Captain America in the first movie.
Yeah, thank you. Well, hold on. I think at some point in this movie when him and Black Widow together, he steals and carjacks a car.
Yes.
Is that a reference to the first Captain America movie we've seen where he does that multiple times?
It might be.
Okay.
But he does say, we didn't steal it, we borrowed it,
Yeah.
and take your foot off the dash.
It just reminded me of the first Captain America ones we saw. Like, that happens. I feel like they're referencing that.
He also kisses her on their little thing she kisses him as part of the cover, building up the romantic tension that never is going to happen.
Which I'm glad, because I don't want...
Right. No, I mean, it made sense.
No,
I don't understand why they were... I mean, I get it in that moment. Yeah, kiss, that makes sense to get out of it. But they seemed like they were building up a romantic tension between the two for some reason. But yet the whole movie, she's like saying, you should date this guy, this girl.
I think it could have been like probably a studio note. And like, it could have ended cheesy of like, of all the girls I'd rather be with you or some shit. Like, I'm glad none of that shit happened.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was just a dumb throwaway thing.
No, instead, for some reason, Black Widow's in love with the Hulk.
I'll take that, I guess, which they never really explain in the series at all.
Like, I just realized the next movie she appears in is Ultron.
Oh, man.
And what happened from that movie to this movie? What? Okay.
They kind of shafted her for some reason. Like, they did go with her, but like, so the end of New Jersey, where Steve used to train as in the World War I era, I guess, right?
World War II.
Oh, okay. World War II, yeah, Nazis, Marcus. And, goes in the base, within the base, he goes in the base within the base, and within the base. And, he comes to a computer, plugs the USB in, and the computer awakes. And guess what it is, guys? It's the algorithm of Zoloff?
Armin Zoloff, I think.
Who's that, TJ?
He's the scientist that worked for the Red Skull in the first movie.
Yeah, the little weird-looking dude. And,
not very nice.
That's true.
Armin Zola, with a Z.
Zola, okay. Wait, spell it?
Armin or Zola?
Both, why not?
Armin spelled Arnim.
Arnim.
Arnim, yes.
Is that a real name?
Sure it is.
Okay.
If it's not, it is now.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And Zola is Zola.
Oh, I thought it was Zoloff, like Zolof.
No, Zola.
So Armin Zola.
Yep.
Armin Zola. He's Swedish, not German, right? As he says in the movie. Or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, exposition, guys. Here's some big things that are gonna happen. So,
well, that's now how you can tell when we like a movie. We remember small details. Like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Like we can barely remember people's names.
But him being Swedish, why does that matter? Right?
Yeah, exactly. We remember small, tiny details in a movie that we really, really like.
Why does that matter an hour into a movie? I should know that, but this movie's really good. And that's funny because I don't even have that in my notes. I just remember that. God, TJ, I want more of this movie. This solidifies why I love Captain America. I love Superman. Like, my favorite thing. Like when they're done well, like the Boy Scouts. What can I say? And he weighs. So Zoloff expositions to Captain America. Hey guys.
Well, here's the thing about Captain America.
Yeah. Continue while I take a drink.
Well, Captain America, and this is gonna sound like cheesy, but he's supposed to be what America represents. He's supposed to be what America is.
Yes.
If that makes any sense, he's the American ideal, and just to see that represented. And it's just people lose sight of what America is supposed to be. We're really viewed as villains nowadays in most of the world, but once upon a time we weren't.
Don't make me all teary-eyed, TJ, because it's true.
This is supposed to be what we are, and we're really on the opposite side of how things are now. We are Hydra now.
Yes. We have been infiltrated and just muddled.
That's even watching this modern version of Captain America gets me a little bit nostalgic for what America's supposed to be.
And I know people are going to say, well, America, used to be racist and sexist. And yeah, but the idea.
Yeah, it's not the people I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's like the ideal of this is a nation of rebels who rebelled against the corrupt, to establish their own country, to be free.
Burn it down,
And-
guys. Burn down the government, man. Burn it down.
So like to fight for a better tomorrow and stuff like that, and that's what it's supposed to be. And yeah, our history is chock full of atrocities and bad things, but that was never the American ideal.
No.
You know,
No.
and that's why I like Captain America. That's why he rings true to me. Like I wish there was a Captain America in real life. You know what I mean?
Stop it. You're just saying everything I'm thinking. Stop it.
The world would be a much better place.
God. I'm giving you a virtual high five, TJ, because, like, yes, you said everything I said, but better. Like, perfect. God.
So,
he's very inspirational. Like, God damn it, we need this.
And yeah, I mean, he's the hero that we need.
Yes.
Anyway, that's my America, my very rare America, like jingoistic view of America.
You know, it's funny because I love America. I like I said, I love the idea of America. I love damn near everything about it until we get to the nitty gritty of things. So I'm like, damn, we are failing on so many aspects, but we can do better. But man, I love
like what we're.
I'm so patriotic at heart. Like I love the flag. I love saluting it. Like just love that kind of shit. But like, man,
I wish we were the America that we're supposed to be.
Yes.
And not the one that is corrupt and
yes. Like I shouldn't be able to like
beholden to money.
yes. Like waving like I wish I could wave the flag and not have to defend like why I'm waving the flag. Like I'm waving the flag because it's America, guys. Like not because other reasons.
Maybe one day when we're not ruled by dragons, we can.
Ah, man, I really hope so, TJ. Love this country so much. Love the potential of this country. Yeah, people are not used to hearing us say that, huh?
No, I mean we're very opinionated, and we call out when we think things are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a lot of wrong in this day and age in our country.
Yeah,
but that's not to say that we don't wish it were better.
No, God, we
don't understand what the ideal of what the country is supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The land of the free, the home of the brave. You know,
it's right there,
exactly,
right there, right. Like, no, stop, Mark. Let's stop.
I mean, we're a country of immigrants that take in your.
No, stop. Now we're sounding like socialists, TJ. We're sounding like...
It's right on our Statue of Liberty. We take your huddled masses. It's right there, you know?
We have the space.
This is what we're supposed to do.
Right?
This is what we're supposed to be.
Right, like...
And yet, we're so divided in stupid culture war.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That affects nothing.
Over trivial, stupid shit.
That affects nothing in your life. None of that matters. All this bullshit that that the people in power want you to focus on because make you afraid, make you hate the other people around you just so they can continue to be in power.
Anyways, back to Zolof's plan of depression. Zolof says Hydra's everywhere. He's in the SHIELD. He's in the government. Hydra's in the SHIELD and the government. We're not trying to kill people. We're just trying to kill your beliefs. We want you guys to... Oh, it was what you guys can't... hold on. Make society sacrifice freedom willingly to give Hydra complete control of humanity.
So essentially, it's Hydra's... You can't kill Hydra. They just cut one head off, two more grow in its place, obviously.
Yes.
And instead of being brute force about it, now they're being more subtle about it.
Very subtle. It's like, God damn, it's very like... Ooh. That's good.
It's very. Instead of being soldiers, they're now spies.
That's too real. I don't like it. It's like it's working still. Don't like this. It's too relevant. 10 years later, and as Zolof's saying that, missile sent from Bucky or wherever, I don't remember who sends it, destroys the bomb shelter. Shield sends the missile, destroys the bunker. What a great bunker, I guess, huh? And
they didn't die.
That's fair. Thanks for the shield, I guess. Right now, Zola is never seen again in the series, right? Like he could come back, couldn't he? Because he's not really dead. They could still use him unless he comes back in the Age of Shields, I guess.
I don't think he does come back in Age of Shields. I don't know if he comes back. But it's very possible he comes back in flashbacks.
That's what I was... Oh, okay. But, like, he's not dead, though, right?
I don't know. All of his computer background was down there.
Yeah, but, you know, internet could upload to anywhere.
I mean, that thing didn't look like it was connected to the internet.
I guess.
I don't know.
Oh. I want to see more of that. That's all. I'm probably not going to. Anyways, we cut to Robert Redford, and it's like he's in cahoots with Winter Soldier. What? He's bad too, guys? Wow. He tells Winter Soldier, go kill Cap, and let me kill my mate real quick, blah, blah. And then we see Captain and, not Sandra Bullock, Captain and Black Widow go to Sam and like, hey, I want to team up. He's like, yeah, let's go team up. I got some wings in my closet real quick. They go kidnap Sitwell after Sitwell has a Hail Hydra moment with one of the senators from Iron Man 2. Pretty cool moment. It's like, wow, this is really deep, guys.
So he only shows up in these 2 movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in an episode of Agent Carter.
Oh, okay.
And he was in the animated show What If.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's it, though.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised. I feel like he used more of that character, so they can easily write him back in.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay. So yeah, Hell Hydra moment. Bucky's under Redford's command to kill everybody. Eventually, Steve. Sitwell's kidnapped. He explains, hey guys, Hydra algorithm is Zolof's thing. We're going to use the Harriers to kill people that, like the teacher said earlier, are Democrats. And there's a highway scene. Winter Soldier interacts with Winter Soldier interacts with Cap, Sam, and Black Widow. It's a big fight. I don't think anyone dies, do they? No one dies, but it's a good long fight. Oh, in this fight, Captain America gets arrested by the Strike Force along with his friends. They somehow escape with Maria. Her name is, what's her name?
Maria Hill.
Maria Hill. And she takes him to Nick Fury. He's alive, guys. What? He faked his death because he's a paranoid man.
Because that's, of course, he did.
Yes,
that's why.
Exactly.
Because he's Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes,
that's why.
And he's a big name, guys. He can't let him die. He faked his death because he's paranoid. He kind of knew what was going on. It's just a little too late, sadly. We cut to, actually, at first, Winter Soldier. He's got memories because he revealed his face to Steve during the fight. Steve's like, you're Bucky. He's like, who? But now Winter Soldier is getting interrogated by Redford, like, hey, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I brainwash you again because you're kind of remembering shit you shouldn't be remembering. So, humanity struggles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What else, TJ? What's after all this? Okay, back to Nick Fury and the gang. They're like, hey, we should go dismantle S.H.I.E.L.D. Nick Fury's like, I don't want to do that. But Steve's like...
You didn't mention that they met back up with Falcon.
I did. You were looking up the Zoloft thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember you hearing it.
No, I said he's got wings in his closet. I made a little joke to myself, but you were looking up. So yeah, yeah. So those 3 are back. They're going to dismantle S.H.I.E.L.D. because we can't have that because Hydra's too much embedded in them. Fury's like, no, but you're right. We should do it. Steve, you're in control. And they go third act and do the thing. They put a lot in this 2 hours, TJ.
They did.
They put a lot. Like it's a good a lot too. Like I'm happy we're talking about. Like God damn. So third act. Anything else we'll talk?
That's why I said it's a little long.
Yeah. That's why, as I was beginning, like, I can't keep up this shtick. It's good, guys. So Stanley's at the museum. That's his cameo, by the way. Steve takes back his old Captain America uniform because, I guess, fan service, maybe? Like, because the fans always bitch about that kind of shit, so I'm assuming the fans probably wanted to see that.
I just thought he didn't have his uniform anymore and that he needed a new uniform.
No, I mean, that, yes, in the movie, but I'm saying for the people watching. Like,
why would they care?
Because fans care about what the uniform looks like, because they always bitch about shit like that.
Yeah, but it's only if it's like a portrayal of a new character. Like if they got the outfit wrong. This is an outfit from the first movie. Who cares?
I don't think anyone cares. I was just thinking, probably it was probably a commentary on that in the real world.
No, it was probably he went and stole the.
Oh yeah, but like there was a big dun 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 moment. Like
yeah, because he's becoming that Captain America again. He's finally got a purpose again, essentially.
That's fair. He's not a puppet anymore. He's more of him. That's fair. Even though he was a puppet back then, too. But anyways, so as Steve goes in with Black Widow and Falcon to the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, he lays the message on the mic. Hey, guys. Half you guys are Hydra. Half you guys are S.H.I.E.L.D. members. Fight it out. We're going to destroy these helicarriers. And, yeah. He does good. Well, it's a good speech. I'm just butchering because I'm not going to give a Captain America speech, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Captain America speech was really good, but that's not my favorite part of it. My favorite part is when they start showing everybody, and the one guy says, "Cap's orders. I'm not doing it."
TJ, this movie's so good. This movie's so good.
Cap's. That's all he needed was 2 words. He says, "I can't do it."
Yep.
Cap's orders, and that was it. That was all you needed. It was perfect.
Yep. And of course, some of my favorite things ever, like just infighting, like who's good. I like dirty cops in shows, like side note, like in one of the Marvel shows, you see dirty cops under Fist Control. What's his name? Kingpin's Control. I like seeing like good cops, bad cops fights. So I like seeing shit like this, where like bad military, good military fight each other. Like I like seeing interconflict. It's great. And it happens.
And it's just the power of Captain America. Just give him one speech. It was enough to convince all the non-Hydra people that, hey, this is bad.
Yeah.
And they're like, Captain America just gave me an order. There's no way I'm not doing it.
Right? Oh,
and it's just like even when he recruited Falcon, and he's like, Captain America just asked me to help him out. There's no way I'm not helping Captain America, you know?
I would have fanboy pretty hard. That would have happened to me. Like what? Speaking of power, when this infighting is going on, there's a section where some Shield fighter jets are about to take off, and just Bucky goes in and just kills everyone. I'm like, God damn, man! Like he destroys all the helicopters. Like it's like, wow.
I like that moment too because it's like it's just showing, hey, these guys are gonna go help Captain
Yeah.
America. They're his only air defense.
Yes,
Help air check, and then nope, they're wiped out.
it's like you kind of want to laugh at it because it's kind of funny. It's like, this movie's a good '80s movie, TJ. It's a good readaptation of an '80s movie. Like holy shit. Can we just watch this again? This is so good. But yeah, big boss fight. Bucky fights Sam, takes his wings away. Redford and Nick Fury kind of.
There's also a lot of references in this to other characters.
Oh, like what?
Like when they were interrogating in Sitwell and he was explaining everything.
Yeah.
He was like, they're gonna target everyone. Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then when they're actually targeting people, they show a bunch of people that they're targeted, and like they show Tony Stark being targeted.
Did they really?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that.
So.
That's pretty sweet. They mentioned Tony Stark a few times in this. So yeah, like I said, those two fight. Oh, Nick Fury and Redford are like at the Redford's going his big bad evil guy speech, and it's like, hey guys, twirling my mustache for evil. But Nick Fury comes in and is like, hey, don't do the thing. There's a Mission Impossible face mask reveal with Black Widow, and they have her thing, and they pretty much killed
that actress who got to do that action scene must have been so happy to do.
I would think so, right? It's like, man, it's badass. But yeah, bad guys die. Captain and Bucky have their fight, and like it's like, you know, it's important. It's like, you're my friend, bro. Like I don't know, I don't remember. Like, you're my friend, man. It's emotional, guys. Watch it. It's very good. But they end up destroying the helicopter carriers, and at the same time, Black Widow uploads all the info of Shield/Hydra and the secrets to the world. So bad publicity. And the day is saved. Unless I missed something big, right?
Well, pretty much they get the helicarriers that target each other instead of all the people and destroy the helicarriers.
That's how they destroy them. And then there's like a little meeting with Black Widow. I'm like, hey, you're not going to arrest us, so stop it, Congress people. On your left, Sam wakes up, or Steve wakes up from his coma, I guess. Is knocked out.
Yeah, Steve was like knocked out in the last fight, and it's like I said, this is the bookend, and like it ends on your left, and the soundtrack that Falcon.
Oh, the Marvin Gaye. Oh, yeah, DJ, so good.
It was a great bookend in there. Yes.
Yes. Winter Soldier's gone, guys. He's like disappeared. So now Steve and Sam are gonna go find him, and they all part their ways, and that's how the movie ends. Roll credits. We get our first post-credit sequence. It is they're just teasing us Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Well, and what's his name? The bad guy for
is he the bad guy in Age of Ultron?
He's in the beginning of it.
Oh, okay. So he dies in it, right?
He dies in the beginning of the Ultron. He's the one. That's what the Avengers have been up to since. Pretty much destroying all the rest of the Hydra bases except for his. He was the last one in there.
Okay.
And that's what triggers everything.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And then credits. And the last end credit sequence is Bucky at the museum as he sees his, memorial. He's like, oh, whoa, that's who I am. And that's it. That's the movie. That's Captain America and the Soldier.
Wolfgang von Strucker is his name.
Wolfgang von Strucker.
And yeah, it's Pietro and Wanda Maximoff.
Yes. And that's it. That's the movie, guys.
Yes, that was a fantastic movie.
It's beyond fantastic. It's really good. But the review doesn't do it justice.
No, not at all.
Movie, the soundtrack, the visual, cinematography, the acting, the plots, the twist, the comic stuff, the intentional and unintentional comedic stuff in this movie. Like, everything about this movie is so goddamn good. So good. So good. Yeah, some of the action is a little shaky cammy, so it kind of takes away some of it. But other than that, it's like, it's good. It's really good. Like, I just got nothing else. You got anything to say about it?
No, I mean, like I said, this was my favorite going in and still is coming out.
Yeah. I was surprised how good this movie holds up. Like, it's good.
On that note,
yeah,
what are you giving it?
It's 9 out of 10. I'm not even apologizing. It's a 9 out of 10.
I was at a 9 going into it. I think I'm going up to a 10.
Wow. Even after the review, you went up.
Yeah, I think I'm going up because the more I thought about it, it's like, what is the standard for what I want to see in superhero movies, right?
Yeah.
There's no perfect movie. There's never going to be.
No.
But that's not what a 10 is. It's what you want to see in movies. You know what I mean? What is your perfect movie for you?
Yes.
As far as we're watching it. And this is it for me, I think.
I like that.
I think this is my 10 out of 10 superhero movie.
Oh.
So yeah, I think I'm at a 10.
Nice. Live action, I would give this a 10 out of 10. But overall, I think the timing it's just slightly, like, it never drags. This movie never drags, but still over 2 hours. So it's like
Still a little long.
There's
but then,
some fat it could have trimmed, I guess. Some, but not much for me to be like, this movie's too long. If I had to pick things to complain about this, other than that, I'm just nitpicking at that point.
It's a little long. But I will say it's not 3 hours.
No, it's not, Zack Snyder. It's not. It's not even 2.5 hours. It's two. It's only 2:16 because the credits.
Right, exactly.
That's only why it's long, because you have to sit through the credits for the end credits. Yeah, it's a good, solid movie. It's just, it gives you what you want, man. TJ, it's so good.
I honestly, we're in the part of the thing is the reason why I wanted to do the show.
Of course, of course. Like, this is probably the golden age of superhero movies. Like, this is the golden age of the golden age of superhero movies.
I wanted to cover these movies. I wanted to watch these movies, and I wanted to do the earlier stuff, very early.
Yeah,
stuff
you never seen them.
We already covered.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I guess we're done, guys. See you never. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I can agree with that. Like I said, this movie like motivates me.
Yes, but yeah, I mean, I think we gushed over it long enough.
Yeah, I guess. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Okay.